I was the alpha's daughter. My brother was the leader of our little pack of friends. I started tattooing around 15 years old, and Colt and I would be 18 here soon. I was on my last session with Jacob, who was leaning back in the chair as I finished setting everything up when my brother came in. "You skipped the last hour?" Colt asked me. Rolling my eyes, I leaned over and started working on Jacob. "Ice?" I asked a question. Colt sat down. "I heard you. I didn't want to go." Dripping my tool into the blue ink, I kept going. "Why not? Something happens." Colt's voice became dangerous. Thankfully, the door opened, and Emmy walked in. Jacob had a crush on her, but she denied him so often that he would go out with these other girls to make her jealous. However, all it did was repulse her. I gave her a grateful nod. She was one of the best female warriors under me. "How's it going?" "Just finishing up this tattoo," I said with a smile. "That looks amazing." Emmy looked at it. The bell rang again. This time, the person entering was someone from another pack. "Hello, I heard this was the place to go for a tattoo." I looked at him and nodded. It was his jeans that caught my attention. I was hoping to get a piece like this. He pulled out a massive drawing. "Where do you want it?" I asked. It was a whole mural of a wolf howling at the moon. "My back. I want it to cover the whole thing." "What is your name?" Colt asked. The stranger looked over at him. "Name is Alec, son of Alpha Mark from the Dark Moon Pack." He walked over to shake Colt's hand. Colt stood up. I got a little nervous, as Colt doesn't have the best reputation. "Colt Jeffries, son of Alpha Brian of Blue Fang Pack. That is my twin sister Kristen Jeffries." Colt nodded towards me. "Emmy and future Gamma Jacob. I don't mean to step on toes coming here. I am finishing my last year in school here before transferring." I couldn't stop myself. "Transferring where?" Colt shot me a look, but I ignored him. Alec gave me a half smile. "More training. Do you have references?" Alec asked. Rolling my eyes, I pointed at the book on the stand. Alec took a few minutes and flipped through the pages. I have always been able to read people extremely easily. Either way, Alec was mysterious and dangerous. "Okay, I am done," I told Jacob. Putting some soap on the tattoo, I washed it before cleaning it off and applying a healing tape. I knew they had to leave, but I could tell Colt didn't want to leave me alone with Alec. "I'm fine, bro," I said in the mind link. "I don't trust him." "Emmy will be with me and Dad will teach you a lesson if you are late again." "Fine. I want to know the exact minute he is gone." It was a command, but we both knew that didn't work on me. "Yes, sir," I said sarcastically. The boys got up and headed towards the door. "I shouldn't have to tell you to treat my sister appropriately," Colt said to Alec. Alec's eyes narrowed at the threat, but didn't act on it. "I don't make it a habit of disrespecting a person." "Ice," he looked at me and nodded before leaving. "Sorry about that. Have you made a decision?" I asked as I threw away all my used items. "Yeah, I would like to book it." Spraying down the chair, I whipped it clean. "Are you the only artist here?" he asked. "Yes, this is my shop and mine only. Maybe one day I will expand." Flipping open my calendar, I saw I had an opening tomorrow. "I can do tomorrow at 4 p.m. We will see how much you can sit through and go from there and future appointments." "Okay then, see you tomorrow." Alec headed towards the door. "All right," I said, walking out from behind the counter. I didn't have any appointments this afternoon. Emmy and I were going to go for a run and hang out. As soon as he was out the door, Emmy started in. Walking out, I locked up my shop. Emmy walked to her bike, and I stood in front of mine. It wasn't until my legs were straddling my bike that I noticed Alec across the street, looking directly at me. It gave me goosebumps. His eyes stayed on me the whole time. There was something in them that I didn't understand, something primal. As soon as I went back and walked in the front door, something moved from the side. Thump! The sting of a hand hitting across my face caused my head to whip to the right. I was caught so off guard that I staggered a little. "How dare you disrespect me?" Luna Ann shrieked. Pure hatred filled my eyes as I looked at my stepmother. I wasn't sure what came over me as I walked up to her and returned the hit. However, mine was more powerful, and she fell to the floor crying.